Hello. All right, I'm here to talk at you about what we're going to have to do to maintain our accreditation once we achieve it. So there's two phases. If we achieve interim accreditation for a 2-year period, then that has one set of reporting, and if we achieve full accreditation, which we will, for the 8-year period, that has a different set of requirements. So I'll start with the interim period. I'm not sure if this is reversed for you or not, but I'm going to use it anyways. So if we get an interim accreditation, then what we have to write before the 2-year period is over. It doesn't say when, but before it's over, we have to write an interim report. And what that document will consist of, it'll be a narrative that has these 3 sections. So we have to restate what standards, whatever, has not been met. We have to say, we clearly understand these are the standards we did not meet. And then we have to restate what they have asked of us. So they will say, because you did not meet these standards, we need you to do A, B, and C. So we have to say, this is what you asked of us. And then finally, we have to say how we met their requirement. So restate the standard we didn't meet, say what they wanted us to do, and then say what we did to meet their standard. Boom, that's the interim report. That's all the website says about it. So then for a full accreditation, there are 4 things that you have to do to maintain your accredited status. And I'm going to list them from hardest to easiest. So first of all, we've got the annual update of program-related outcome measures on the website. I'll talk about that later. Second, there's a mid-cycle report we have to do 4 years into the 8-year cycle. Third, we have an annual vital risk statistics report. Pretty easy. It's basically a list. And then last is we have to update our program liaison and also pay our fees every year, obviously. All right, let's start with the program-related outcomes. This is probably the hardest thing. So we have to list this information on the website every year, and I'm not sure by what day. It just says that we have to do it every year. So we have to list the number of program graduates, and we have to list the pass rates on, it says accrediting exams. I think they mean licensure exams of students in the program, which is tricky because now they don't have to take the exam right away, right? But anyhow. And then the completion rates of the program and the job placement rates of students who've graduated from the program. So what they want is they want that all on one web page, and they want us to send them the URL for that web page every year. So we send them the URL of all this information, and then they add it to their online directory so that people can look that information up about us through them. Second is the mid-cycle report. So 4 years in, so the other thing we do every year, update the website. Every 4 years, we do a mid-cycle report. This is when we inform them of any program-related changes that have occurred since our most recent application to accredit. Any program-related changes. Interesting wording. That's all it says. So I guess we'll have to figure out what program changes are. I guess they mean changes in leadership. Next, it has to say, in the mid-cycle report, we have to demonstrate continued adherence to CACREP standards. So it doesn't say specifically in what form or how we do this. I think we get more information on it later because they're going to solicit us for this report before it's due, and they'll give really detailed information then about what we have to submit. And just like everything else we submit to them, seemingly, there are 4 copies that they want on USB or CD, and this is due September 15th of the 4th year. Seems like a lot of stuff's due on September 15th, like the fees that we pay every year. So, it's easy to remember. Everything's pretty much due on September 15th for my section. So we pay fees every year by September 15th. And that's also when we update the program liaison. Okay? Pay the fees, September 15th, update program liaison. Last but not least, they're going to ask us for this vital statistics survey every year, I believe. So this is a form that they provide. It tells the faculty numbers, the student demographic information, etc. It's just a list of data. It'll still be energy to put it together for sure. And it says that it's like the information we give them isn't used to determine whether or not we get accredited. They're not going to base their accreditation on what our student demographics are. They just require it for their aggregate data collection. So that completes my section about our requirements. Key points were we got to pay our fees every year, September 15th. And that's when we submit our program liaison. And also that, I guess that's it. There's a lot of key points. I'm not going to go back over them. Thanks for watching.